Hello and Namaste. In continuation with the linear algebra, the topic matrices, will be going ahead with the theorem 3, wherein every square matrix can be uniquely expressed as P plus IQ, where P and Q are Hermitian matrices. So we have seen the last two theorems wherein every square matrix uniquely expressed as P plus Q. In the first case, P and Q, both of them are, P is Hermitian symmetric matrix, Q is skew symmetric matrix. In the second theorem, we said that every square matrix uniquely expressed as P plus Q, where P is Hermitian matrix and Q is skew Hermitian matrices, okay, or matrix. Now, in the third case, this one thing is coming into the picture, that is I. Let us go ahead and explore the theorem and the proof of that. So this is what, again, few things we have to take under the consideration, that is the uniqueness. Again, this form is different, that is P plus IQ, where P and Q are Hermitian matrices. Now again, as I have told you in the last session as well, Hermitian matrix is nothing but A is equals to A to the power theta, which is equals to A to the power star, which is nothing but a transposed conjugate. A transposed conjugate of this particular matrix. So capital A is same as A to the power theta, then, or otherwise capital A is same as a transposed conjugate of the matrix, then this is known as a Hermitian matrix. So now it's been given to us, and it is just a square matrix. Now again, we'll be going ahead with the same similar kind of algebra if you'll observe here. So this is nothing but half 1 by 2 times A plus 1 by 2 times A, which is again the same thing we are doing it here, that is half of A to the power theta minus half of A to the power theta we are adding, and we are subtracting that. But here in this particular thing, whatever this type of thing we have done it for the things like we have to go ahead with the P plus Q form. But now in the present case, it is P plus IQ. That I we have to absorb somewhere, and that we are doing it with I. So IQ. So this is P plus IQ, and that is why if you'll observe here in this particular thing, this is what we have done. So because of the presence of this I, we have absorbed this I into the Q, and therefore the form of Q is nothing. So P remains the same as what we have discussed in the theorem 2. But Q, there will be a change because of this P plus IQ form. It is Q is equals to 1 upon 2I A minus A to the power theta. Rest of the things will remain the same. And now what is the claim? Claim is P and Q are Hermitian matrices. And second thing is uniqueness of the form. So let us go ahead. The P to the power theta will remain the same as what we have done it in the last second theorem. So I am not going to go into the deep. And Q to the power theta, it's 1 upon 2 times I to the power theta, A into A to the power theta. Now, as I have told you that what will happen if I'm taking 1 upon 2 to the power 1 upon 2I to the power theta is nothing but 1 upon 2I, right, to the conjugate and the transpose of that. Now, half is a scalar number, or it's a real number, so half will not have any effect. Please do follow the previous second theorem for this particular conversation or particular thing, that why half to the power theta will give me the same half. Now what will happen here, it's 1 upon I, right? Transpose will not have the effect of this 1 upon I because it's not a matrix, it is a number, but yes, it will have the effect of conjugate. So now this is nothing but 1 by 2, the 1 upon I is nothing but minus of I, and conjugate of that will give me plus I, right? The conjugate will give me plus I. But I am not interested in plus I. I want that form in 1 upon I. So that 1 upon I will get it. So what will I do? I'll multiply and divide by I over here. So what will happen? It's I will give me minus, and this is, so it will give me minus of 1 upon I. So this is what is the effect of 1 upon 2I to the power theta. The same thing I have told you here, that is minus 1 upon 2I A to the power theta minus A to the power theta to the power theta. So this is nothing but this minus sign is coming for this 1 upon I. So this 1 upon I to the power theta becomes minus of 1 upon I, right? And this is what is the explanation I could give you here. And again, A to the power theta will give me the same A. Taking the minus sign inside, I will get 1 upon 2I A minus A to the power theta, which is nothing but Q. That means what? Q is also a Hermitian matrix, because Q to the power theta is same as Q, P to the power theta is same as P, and therefore both of them are Hermitian. That means what we have proved? We have proved the half part, that is every square matrix can be expressed as P plus IQ, where P and Q are Hermitian matrices. Now let us go and see the uniqueness what we have done the last time. The same thing. Let us go for A equals to R plus IS, where R and S are Hermitian matrices. Now what do you mean by Hermitian matrices? That means what? This R is same as R to the power theta, or I can say it like this. And similarly this S is same as S to the power theta, because both of them are Hermitian matrices. Now A to the power theta, taking it, R to the power theta plus I to the IS to the power theta, which is R to the power theta plus IS to the power theta, which is again the same argument will work over here. Because whenever I'm taking I to the power theta, which will nothing but I conjugate transpose, transpose will not have any effect on I, but yes, I conjugate will be giving me minus of I, and that's the reason here it is minus of I, and S to the power theta will give me S, same as that of S, and therefore A to the power theta is R minus IS. So 1 upon 2 A plus A to the power theta, putting the values of A as R plus IS, the value of A to the power theta as R plus IS over here from here, and we are just getting it like this, and this IS will go off from here because plus minus will go off, and I'll remain here with R, which is same as that of P, and therefore we have proved that there is no such R, different R than P will exist. So we have said that this P or this form 1 upon 2 times A plus A to the power theta, this form is unique for this particular theorem. Similarly, 1 upon 2 A minus A to the power theta is the same way, whatever the argument we have made it here, the same thing will work over here, and therefore I can get it IS is equals to IQ, and this will give me S is same as Q, and therefore again this S is not different than whatever we have decided as Q. Q is 1 by 2 times A minus A to the power theta, and therefore this representation of A equals to P plus IQ is unique. So that is what we have done the claim. We have completed the claim for the second also, that is the uniqueness of this particular form. Okay, and hence we have done with the proof. Okay, and if at all you need some extra information about the previous sessions and all, the I button is there. Theorem 1 and 2 also you can follow it from the playlist of linear algebra topic matrices. Thank you. Happy learning.